Welcome everyone. Today we will talk about a particular sentence structure to talk about an unreal situation in our IELTS Speaking Part 2. So let's get straight into it. Describing an electronic device you have. This is our IELTS Speaking Part 2 question. Now, while we are answering this question, I am considering laptop as an electronic device. I can say something like this in my answer. Now let's look into another example. Describe an event you recently attended. So we are talking about unreal situation. In cue card, it is asking for an event you attended. So if you didn't attend that particular event, what could happen? If I hadn't joined that event, then I would have missed so much lovely memories, such a lovely night. Describe a city you visited. If I hadn't visited that city, but I visited, this is an unreal situation. The cue card is about a city you visited. If I say, if I hadn't visited that city, I'm talking about a situation that didn't happen. If I hadn't visited that city, I would not have enjoyed a delicious meal. Another cue card. Describe a person you respect. And while answering that particular cue card, I can say something like this. We can convey the same information in a different structure here. Okay, now let's move into the details of this particular sentence structure. We are talking about grammar section in our IELTS speaking, okay? Because if conditional or whatever conditional it is, these conditionals will contribute to the grammar section in your IELTS speaking. And we are talking about part 2, cue card. Neither part 1 nor part 3. We are talking about part 2, cue card. Today we are talking about third conditional. You may have a look on other conditionals from Collins Grammar for IELTS. Third conditional, if plus past perfect simple plus would have plus past participle. So here is a sentence based on this particular structure. Let's consider this particular cue card. When we are talking about this particular cue card, if something happened, then something else would happen. We could say something like this. What does it mean? If I didn't have the electronic device, I might have faced some troubles. Something like that. But we have to speak in third conditional. So, we can say, if I hadn't have, this is a pretty complex sentence, but believe me, if you can capture this sort of sentence structure, your IELTS speaking score will be higher. If I hadn't had this personal laptop, now, if I didn't have this laptop, what could happen? Maybe I need to spend more time in the library. So I'll say something like, I would have spent a lot of time in the library, which could be inconvenient. So as you can see, one sentence structure can be applied in any sort of cue cards. Let's look into another example. When I'm talking about this particular cue card, I can say, if I hadn't altered my life, or if I hadn't changed my life in that way, I would have not achieved successes in life. Something like this. So this is a imaginary situation, hypothetical situation that I'm using in my cue card. So I believe this particular sentence structure will boost your IELTS speaking score. Good luck with your IELTS speaking preparation. See you in my next tutorial.